Welcome back to Revachol, guys. So, I died last time trying to get my cloak. Our savoir-faire has been taken down a bit by our gear, so we can't really get it. It's only got like a 20% chance, and our health is very low, so we need to work on upgrading a few things, and get rid of these shoes, get rid of these flare-cut trousers. So, yeah. The little tooltip, interestingly, told me that you can do things without Kim after he goes to sleep, so the day-night cycle is going to be quite important. So I'm not sure how we get over here. No, we can't get over there. What is that? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to head back down. I think we need to talk to the kids. I'd like to find Kim's car. And I think I'm going to talk to Kim and ask him about himself a bit, because we bonded with him a little bit there. We did read these last time, but I didn't read them after I loaded back in, unfortunately. Okay, let's... We can't run up here, I don't think. Oh, yeah, we can. Right, let's head back down here. The time-sensitive stuff is interesting. I guess it's just maybe that should be my priority now. Is this 6 hours we've got? I've got to get a lot of money, but I suppose we can ask for some money once we get to Kim's car and we can, you know, radio in at the precinct. Yeah, most people settle for bed after 9 o'clock or not long after. At night, the streets are emptier. By 2 o'clock, everyone's asleep. Okay, so maybe we can. Yeah, just in terms of the stats... Sorry, I cut myself off then. Yeah, maybe we can sneak around after everyone's gone to bed. Stuff that the stats that I feel like I've not liked the options for, or... So, electrochemistry seems just very base desires. I'm not a big fan. Authority has always seemed quite egotistical every time it's come up. Volition... not great either, so I'll try and stay away from these. The intellect stuff has all actually been quite useful. The rhetoric, not necessarily, but logic encyclopedia has been quite helpful, particularly while we're in the tutorial aspect of the game. But yeah, I really would like some more savoir-faire and suggestion, because if we're not going to be able to fight or intimidate, because I'm not really sure with authority, I think these things are going to be very important. Composure a little bit as well. So we need to get some ammonia. So let's go talk to the person round at the front. Come on, Kim, my friend, my buddy, my partner. Recording check. Must be done. This gets me copyright claimed, this song. not that I don't monetize. I can't monetize my channel anyway.
What can I help you with?
The young woman looks up at you. You sound surprised.
You don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
That's fair enough. Police presence is very important for people to feel safe, I guess. So I've got some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
She seems very helpful. We need directions. What is this fuck the police business? My partner told me you may have ammonia. Yeah, my partner told me you may have ammonia.
Sure, I'm done with it.
Oh, thank you. She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Thank you. You didn't have to do that. She's very helpful. We do need some directions, though.
Of course. Where to?
Okay, we're still firmly in the tutorial phase of the game, even though we're like 3.5 hours in, which is fine. Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
Okay, she looks around thinking what else to say.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you're displaying. What's up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
Okay. We haven't got a map yet, so I'm just going to make a few notes. So, we've got Cape Side in the west. Tenements, not a lot.
The
What about the
harbour
east?
gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store too.
Harbour gates in the east. Got a fruit store. What about the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
Okay, the canal bridge to the south. I haven't seen a compass on the screen. So I presume that it's just up, down, left, right at, at this time. What's on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
What about the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Sorry, Cape Side was in the north, not the west. It's just water. Martinez Inlet, okay. And that's in the west. Okay, thank you, Miss Gardner.
No problem.
She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Okay, what's all this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Never mind.
She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
See you later, Miss Gardner.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with the canary yellow
If
glove.
there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Okay. Could I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep
Oh.
them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. God, this lady is lovely, unless she's like in on it and is hiding it really well. Thank you. Wow, you were great. I really appreciate that. Let's get those gloves on then. How do we consume this? I'm not sure. Okay, beautiful. Okay, read the watermarks. We need to go to the academy. Okay, right, let's go and inspect the body then, now that we've got the ammonia. I don't know if we need to drink it beforehand or whatever, but... Sick of you kids.
There he still is, looking right through you, with his white.
Okay, I need to drink the ammonia. Wait, what? How do I consume the ammonia?
There he still is, looking right through you, with his white eyes. The body
Still-
below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
I've still only got 3%.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Okay, that's enough of that. Right. The ammonia didn't help.
Nor does the wind right now.
You feel the lieutenant pat your back
The
rhythmically.
weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
I've been a cop my whole life, though.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
He pats your back again. I mean, the response to that is a basic human emotion, right? Disgust is like one of the basic human emotions. So it's just your body trying to protect itself from anything potentially going inside that it can smell, right? It's just a natural reflex.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
Alright then.
Monday, make sure you bring a handkerchief.
Can't you do it without me?
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
He withdraws his hand and looks you in the eye.
You need to get your shit together.
Alright.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Got you. Volumetric shit compressor. Okay, we need to complete a thought. Okay, temporary research bonus, research time 30 minutes. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together. Compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. Guillaume Le Million. Whatever happened to Guillaume Le Million, who with his amber mane and sparkling teeth beguiled the tattered remains of the nation? While you suffered and suffered, did he dematerialize in clouds of cocaine dust? Did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slendering new lines of some starlit bois de nuit 20 years ago? Spare a thought for his great arse too. Or wait, maybe he became a police officer in Revachol West. Okay, so how many can I internalize? Okay, so that's taking one off my logic. One to encyclopedia. Okay, so do I just internalize all of these? Interesting. We've lost a bit of logic by internalizing that, but... Kid, have you got anything else for me?
Fuck does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He really doesn't care. Okay. Figure out what's going on with the kid. That's kind of a blackmail thing, maybe. Let's try and empathize with him.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Hey Kuno, think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal people. No, he won't like that. Kuno, listen. I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's all news for us grown-ups. No, he won't like that either. Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing stones here. Want to help the RCM bust a murderer? Let's try that. I don't think any of these will work.
Fuck no! What are you? Fucking mentally handicapped?
Kuno, they've almost made you a snitch now.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
I found your shack, kid.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
My face shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
This kid's such a little gobshite.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
No, he's doubtful.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's with the pig head? I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it? What's with the tube of magnesolum, Kuno? Do you know anything about that, kid?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Leave me alone, electrochemistry. Jeez. What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
He picks a bit of dirt from his fingernail. Cool pig head, I like it. I got one too, this one. I don't know, I don't think he's going to like anything we say to him, whether we try to be self-deprecating or if we be aggressive. Yeah, demo tape?
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
He ominously points to the shack. What's with the magnesolum?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's going to use it against you, Kuno.
I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time. Or come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it. Yeah, sure.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're going to OD and you're going to fucking die.
Fair enough. That's my coat up there.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
Yeah, thanks, kid.
Whatever, piggy.
If I get to the harbour from the
Of course
roof?
you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
Yeah, we've already tried this.
Not everyone can fly like Kuno. You're old. You'll never make it. Moose piss has made you scared in the head.
Alright, I've had
Good
enough.
call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Alright, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't...
Shut up.
Hear that?
Right.
Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
So there's a lack of magnesium in me.
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
So I need to mag it up.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
So I need to become a magnesium-based life
Yes.
form.
If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to ascend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
Okay. It's generally understood that human beings are carbon-based life forms, fusing little carbon tubes together to form complex, mushy structures capable of thought, love, and locomotion. It's also known that these structures sometimes like to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, etc. In such cases, it's important to supplement your body with magnesium. Tired? Mag it. Down? Mag time. Liver damage? Maximum mag. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything, and you just need to quit. And what do we tell them? Okay. Can we, oh, we're maxed out. We'll put it in after the volumetric shit compressor's done. Didn't we pick up some magnesium from his? No, I guess not, man. Right, let's go and talk to some more people, pass some time. Oh, we got a door here.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Jeez. 8 Hall Building A.
Off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
This is the police.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
There's a spot of static that overrides her words.
The doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Okay. We're really going to call all of these? Why not? Andrew Orlando Hare.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Artemitep's boxing for young athletes.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
Okay, 24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell.
Okay,
but
great.
Nothing happens.
Oh, a fashion atelier. I'd like to update my look.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence.
Fabrin's taxi?
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream?
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Yeah, I've come to place an order.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
She must be mistaking you for someone else. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
Michelle, just please.
She stops, and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
She sounds like a ghost. She sounds like she's shaking. Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough times.
Ever since I came to live here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Maybe Kim can't hear this.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened? I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me.
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
Alright, it's goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Let's just do the others before we do this volition check. Fortress accident.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress accident.
Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main hall, building B, whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They
East
don't
Del-
want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball.
Silence. No one answers your call.
And the empty one.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. Okay. 72, let's do it, Volition.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Let's call her again.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk to you. Last time we talked, there was some confusion. You got mixed up with someone else. Can you let me in, please? I need to get inside this building. Yeah, it's me again.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Okay, relax. What?
It's you. My God.
Okay, it's the
I
same
didn't think
thing.
I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Yeah, didn't you already say this?
Michelle, just please.
Yep.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
So, it's over. We can talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Say nothing.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're a recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Why does it feel like it's still my fault?
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Let's keep listening then.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So...
The strange alien thought pattern ends. The lieutenant cuts in, inspecting the intercom.
It was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
A recording trapped in the circuitry.
I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
He looks at the sea, almost wistful. But something weird happened to me.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Kim, if you didn't have such an awesome jacket, I'd get annoyed with you at times. Right.
Volumetric ship compressor.
Oh, nice.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Is that there permanently then? Oh. Did not realise that. -1 logic then. That's a terrible idea to remember this then. Oh right, it's a temporary -1 to logic, okay. Alright, so maybe we have to be careful about these then. We still should, I think we should still try and... Yeah, that's locked. Let's go in the bookstore, because... Why not? Guys, there we go. See, container you can't open? Equip a pry bar. I don't think we're going to have the strength for that. Okay, that was a weird thing. The voice being lost in the circuitry. Fascinating concept, right? Okay, let's have a little look around first, then we'll talk to the lady. Gift books and molten candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Heimdall, right? Let's have a look through the display.
Rows and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
How many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from here. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
Storekeep, tell me about the Muscleman books.
Oh, Man from
that's her.
Heimdall. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
She looks at the books. She looks at the book with some disdain. Why are they so popular then?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
I don't think I'd be interested in that place.
At last, someone sensible. However, I still urge you to buy one. Can't judge a book by the cover, they say.
Oh, you idiot.
If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Heimdallaman, the Man from Heimdall. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
I don't know if this is going to hurt me, so I'll leave that for now. I think physical checks like that might cause us pain or something, so I'll be careful. Old sports magazine is tucked away in a dark corner.
A small mountain of colourful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Look through the pile of Wirral-related
An endless
items.
variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome, with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a pick-your-path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Anything that catches my
There's
eye?
a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
What board games have you got?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography.
Okay.
Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Don't think I have kids. I hope I don't.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have a family?
It certainly feels like whatever you are will die with you.
Yeah, I don't think I've got any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
She fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I can't afford anything. I've got one. So, what about all these Wirral things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Fair enough.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
She looks at the table, crossing her arms. Okay. I don't think we're going to get much else out of here unless we talk to her directly about her daughter, so...
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
I shall.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel like there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. A curious pendant you're wearing. Now you narrow your eyes mysteriously. So, are you the owner of this store? Let's talk about a pendant.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
She clutches the pendant and narrows her eyes as well. So you're the owner?
I am! The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice, high-pitched, sounds familiar. You've talked to her before through the doorbell.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
What if I want to buy a book? No, the girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed. Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right? Yeah, let's talk about her daughter. Let's talk about Annette.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell
Child
me,
labour.
was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Of course she was.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yeah.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
Let's do Annette a favour, I guess. She's certainly very polite and helpful, even though she gave me a bit of sass.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
She's immensely satisfied with the answer. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite the trooper. She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labour. All this pressure has made her really anxious. You know she's been chewing her nails. Yeah, I think that seems like quite decent advice.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
I mean, it is, but still.
A part of hers too, clearly.
I think it's more of a compulsion and not something she can just stop.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. That is true, and obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter. Yeah, actually, it's super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything. I think that, yeah, this is it, right? You can have those opinions if you want, but, you know, treat your family a little bit better.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologise. She must be freezing out there.
Fair enough. Good for you. All of a sudden she exhales sharply, her shoulders slump down. She mutters.
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
She stops, but her mouth keeps moving.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
I don't know. What are going to be the consequences of telling her this? You're like Annette to your husband. And your mother. Okay, let's be upfront.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband...
She shakes her head.
My husband is completely different, of course.
Is this husband Annette's father? Is she an only child? She told me she doesn't go to school anymore. She's
been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
Blaisance nods.
I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
Is your husband her father?
Yes. My husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here.
She says gloomily.
Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Okay. So what are you going to do with the store, though? What's the Grand Couronne?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighbourhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
The burgeoning middle class, right? And your husband's also involved with the bookstore.
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had...
She pauses for a second.
We couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Why not, Blaisance?
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand.
Her voice wavers a bit.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
She catches herself. Alright, I had something else in mind.
Looks aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Farewell for now, book peddler. Okay. I don't know if we can talk to Annette again. Okay, we can collect bottles and sell them at Freet. Okay. Annette's out in the rain. Oh, she's gone. She's gone back in. Alright. Could we walk along the front here? Oh, is that Kim's car?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery,
Awesome.
bearing the number 57.
Let's open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you.
Right, the headlights.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his keys and says...
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Okay, he's proud of his car.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canela comes to life with a whiny growl.
Jesus.
Like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time.
Awesome. Alright, let's hit the headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Let's ask him. He likes his car, he's proud of it.
This is the Caprice Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
He nods at the cabin.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A
A
dark lump rises in your throat.
What is this sinking feeling I have with the words motor carriage? Can we turn it on and drive somewhere? Okay, but what is a motor carriage? Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages? Look around the cabin again. What is this sinking feeling?
Nothing, nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Okay, maybe there was an accident. Do all policemen have such cool
The
cars?
Caprice motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
But this is different. This is a sports model.
Okay. I might be wrong, but this one is a sports model, right?
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. Do you also like Tip Top, Detective?
A vainglorious smile spreads over his face as he pats his machine. What's Tip Top?
An interrissolory racing series. You should definitely give it a go if you like motor carriages. It has fantastic competition.
Let's look around the cabin again.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay, so get in front of the Kinema's headlights and read the halogen watermarks in your ledger. This may yield some information about who you are. Okay, I'll come back to the car. I just want to do this first. Because
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
there's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different
The
rows.
first row has 18 dots.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
That's it?
That's it.
Now let's look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kinema's headlights.
Wait, let's look around.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this map?"
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice.
No, it does not.
The lieutenant says without optimism. Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Okay. So, 18 years, got drunk like a megastar. I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,000 days remaining. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. Feel like I just went around apologising all the time. Do you really think I have any idea? 18 years.
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Do you really think I have any idea, mate?
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop? I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? I don't think I can ever re-become this person. Yeah, that's some solace.
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Yeah, that's not too many, I suppose. 20 years is a homicide. I don't know. So, yeah, so I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
Guess you have to become accustomed, right?
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever had to kill anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
So is that what I need?
Why not gardening? You've already got the glow.
Hey! He points to your yellow gardening gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Thanks for this, Kim.
The lieutenant nods.
Let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Presses a remote control on the key. Okay, excellent. Okay, so we needed to... No, not the rich person. Yeah, report the badge missing. And... we needed to call in for something else, right?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's use the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you, through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Alice.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy. That doesn't sound right at all. Dispatch. Hi, Alice.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
A voice replies in the radio.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is.
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report. I need you to connect me to a civilian, Sylvie. She may have reported a murder. Ignore Alice and press the button labelled save. Yeah, let's ask to connect to our precinct.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Jules Pitié.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hi, this is me here. I work at your station.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
Not good.
10-18, 10-20, over.
Please, just talk like a normal person, mate.
State your message, sir. Over.
Okay, my badge, financial assistance. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss, or that's all for now. My badge is missing.
10-9, repeat message. Over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
What does he want?
A dry voice asks in the background.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
Maybe I should have tried to find it first.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge?
Oh no.
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Dick Mullen. Okay, that's us.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Maybe not. You say he's fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's
Yeah.
the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Officer's lost his badge. Heart, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Come on, operator. Tell them to stop. This is serious. Defend myself? Authority's probably good here. This is serious. Okay, this sounds a bit whiny, but let's try and follow the authority route.
He's asking you to stop. Says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite officer Vitmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over.
Yeah, can we just move on?
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Okay.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
There've been no positive characters with ginger hair so far.
What's going on?
Mac?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
Now an evil bald guy. Come on now.
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Got other things to discuss, guys. Go easy now.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
Lights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The room roars with laughter.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
Don't sweat it, Bratan! You don't need a gun to have fun! We can still have fun! It's not all over!
He's right.
10-9, coming officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
28? Let's try.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
No, of course I didn't lose my fun. Gun, fuck it. I didn't lose my
He
gun.
says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Okay, we're the laughing stock of our whole precinct.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Okay, for starters, it's massive. Got flared cooling vents along the front and hydrogen flasks sticking out too. Kim, what are you packing? It's a gun. What can I say? A regular goddamn murder weapon. Yeah, let's do with this. Come on, Inland Empire.
10-9, come again, please. Over.
It's got a magnetic accelerator arc. A magnetic accelerator, an arc that accelerates the energized ball of periwinkle blue hydrogen-based plasma to near light speed.
I'm going to need to put you on speaker for a second. Over.
In contact, it detonates with the power of a dying star, erasing every living thing from existence. Oh, and did I mention it's dripping with sexy blue plasma?
The officer is describing his genitalia in exaggerated terms. Over.
Host in heaven. Did he lose his gun and his mind?
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
The man succumbs to laughter again.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Matt can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco hit him piss his pants.
Are these...
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his ass, but he still got his wiener. Oh man.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Yeah, let's get a bit aggressive.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
Yeah, we left it at your mum's house, mate.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This
Uh-oh.
isn't funny.
We're turning them
This
against
my
each other.
mom
This
we're
is
talking
great.
about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Nope.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Okay, tell him I'm sorry. It was just banter. I thought that's what cops do. Why would you say that? Hey, if you don't like the fallout, maybe don't fuck with the firewater.
Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Disbelief in Vikmar's voice is overwhelming. Firewalker.
I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as firewater, sir.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
Satellite officer.
I heard it.
10-4 affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Let's start it.
Oh God,
The man is fighting back tears.
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
Oh, these guys are going to give me so much shit. I'm in dire need of some money.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything.
Damn it.
He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money. They're not going to give me any cash. I heard you, mate.
Anything else, sir?
I need some personal details.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's that to think
You're
about?
going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this.
Okay.
Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Okay, hold on. Are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth. I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live. Please refer to me with my full name in the future. Okay. Ask if he's alone.
That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over.
This feels like we could say all of this. Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM?
10-4, well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
You guys aren't doing anything. You're just giving me shit.
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vickman.
I heard him.
Was there anything else?
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Stop calling me sir and use my real name.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
I'm sobering up.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Any news about my family?
Excuse me, sir. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Inland Empire is always trying to protect me from my grief, right? I just thought you might have heard of them, that's all.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over.
They're not going to give me anything, man. We're just going to make a fool of ourselves. I don't know. It's this compulsion you have just to ask everything in games, right? But let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The static ends with a loud click, then everything is silent in the
18
cabin.
kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, a buzz with laughter when Officer Judith Minnow enters. Her left arm is in bandages and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What? She asks, startled. Jean Vicmar turns to her and says,
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
This is our partner. Oh yeah, we read about he was opposed to the mural being taken down.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
You were joining in just like the rest of those idiots. The commotion dies down, all eyes turn to Satellite Officer Vicmar.
We must help him.
Mignot looks down at her neatly polished black shoes. There's a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed.
Max, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words.
He gestures Torsen to block the doorway, then turns to Mino. He sighs heavily and turns to address the room.
This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Old boy lights another cigarette.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Okay, so Vikmar maybe is covering for us because he's our partner. Maybe he knows what we've been through.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Okay, let's pull out the toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Okay.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Take the red-tipped pry bar, take the rubber-handled chain cutters, take the hand crank flashlight. I don't think we're going to have any... I don't know if our physical stats are going to tie into these, so I'd rather take the flashlight, I think.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Oh, we can just take it all. Let's take the pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
And let's take the chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Push in the pull-out box.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Let's just run our fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. You have synced with the machine's mechanical circulation.
I'm not going to release the clutch handle. Is that going to make it roll away? How are you, my friend?
The smell of freshly treated leather, the lack of dirt and dust on the dashboard, and a neat little brush in the cup holder. All seem to be whispering, I'm good, cherished and cared for, in the hands of a tending owner.
Where have you been?
At the bottom of the sea.
Damaged morale? What?
So strange. The machine is not on the bottom of the sea at all. It's right in front of you, well kept. Why did it say that?
Because we've been in a car accident, someone died, and we drove it into the water.
Because it's lonely, just like you. Seaweed and strange fish around it, limpets clinging to the carcass, the sound of the streets above.
Do I know how to operate this?
You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics.
Wait, does it mean I know how to pilot it?
After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you will with it.
Can I not exit? I don't want to release the clutch.
Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back.
Let's release it then.
The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside the drivetrain, the disc is mated to the flywheel again. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook.
Let's tap the preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector. indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Okay. Thanks, Kim. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff there. So we picked up a load of tools. So we've got a flashlight, right? And a pry bar. What buttons did it say to use then? Can we, like, put them away? I don't know the controls. Oh, okay. There's okay, we don't need those. Sorry, we don't need those equipped just for now. Let's have a look. We've got our journal. Okay, that's not working. So we need to track down our gun and our badge, which will be lucky. Yeah, we can't get any extra funds. Oh, we've got little ranks here: superstar cop, sorry cop, communist, ultra liberal, moralist, good cop, bad cop, honor, people killed, case solved. Yeah, and if we've got a skill point, yeah, we've got a skill point. So our suggestion's been hit, as has our volition. Oh yeah. We need to heal up our morale. I'd like to, I think drama could be reasonably important. I know we can only get it up to level 4, but I think that might be quite important. Shivers and Half-Light, these are all really low, obviously. Our logic's gone down because of the thoughts that we're trying to fill in. Let's bump our suggestion up, actually, and then we'll go for drama next, I think. And we've got the map now, right? Oh, right. These are just like little locations. Okay, we're still hovering around the hostel and the day's nearly finished, but we'll leave that episode there, guys, because it's gotten really long. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Just remember, everybody, never trust and uncrate. I'll see you back in Revachol.